Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 20 on EA Sports. On deck, we've got what should be a great matchup between the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime, but kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Well, they say an early season snowstorm may be on deck in less than 48 hours, but today is picture-perfect fall football weather. Crisp and cool at Soldier Field in the Windy City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the Lions here, they come in on a good run, winners of 5 of their last 7.
And last week they put together a 3-touchdown victory and were never challenged in that game. Let's see if they have a little bit of a letdown here.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their now 30-year-old quarterback, Cam Newton, MVP of the league back in 2015.
And it would be interesting to see pretty early in this one exactly where his head is, because the best quarterbacks shake off performances like he had last week. Way too many interceptions. Didn't throw a touchdown pass. Team lost the game. Let's see if he can bounce back and get things going in the right direction.
He'll be trying to forget those 3 picks, as you noted. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Yannick Ngakoue, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Throw left side complete. It's Walton. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25.
Foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Ouch, you thought you had the defensive stand. Roughing the passer wipes it out.
What does every defense talk about? 3 and out, right? Thought they were able to get off the field. Not so.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Good job,
and let's take a look at the Bears offense.
And the play of this offensive line is going to be so important in this game because we saw the sack a minute or so ago. They've got to be able to give their guy time to throw. That means communication and being physical is vital. Otherwise, this could be a long game.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing is Newton. He's going to launch it for Washington. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. On first down, it's Love. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. And we look now at the Lions offense.
And they're coming off a good win on the road last week, but they do know that they have a home game next week. So all the focus has to be, can they get a second win on the road and make going home that much sweeter? That's the intention in this ball game.
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
I'm going to hit you all.
Time to run through the starters on the defensive side for Chicago. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
And, Charles, this infraction is going to be against the offense. False start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Love. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Called out a very strong gain of 24.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. He's coming. We got something.
This is Mostert. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Throwing on 2nd down. Luck. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Off of play action. Luck. And a throw there going to be incomplete. It was the veteran Prince Amukamara that time who had the play covered from the start.
Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding 3rd and short, guarding the first down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals. All right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. To throw on 3rd down, Newton. And Amendola with a catch. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Check pass. SOS.
Now Newton on first down. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Linval Joseph in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Newton to throw. He'll get this one to his tight end. That's Jason Kroon. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
52's the mark, 52.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. And that is incomplete.
Intended for low area pass. Incomplete. Results in a 4th down.
Here's Johnny Hecker now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this is away, and I don't think Landry will get a chance to return here.
Let's go. Do it.
Here's Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak. Got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Back to throw. Love. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st down. 1st and 10.
The 5th year back from Texas. This is Malcolm Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
On 1st down, this is Geis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears 1st down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11. At the 48-yard line.
It's our time.
They'll try the air now with Newton. And this will complete to Will Fuller. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 34-yard line. The numbers for Fuller last week: 6 catches, 67 yards.
And he's able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
Tackle made there by Tony Jefferson.
Check that. We're going to Mike 52 right here. We got to get to the ball.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Cam Newton with touchdown number 12 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And maybe that was just a case of completely overlooking the guy holding the football.
It certainly felt like it, didn't it? Because on my checklist, okay, as a defender,
QB's last.
running back, fullback, heck, jet sweeps nowadays. Before you even get to thinking about the quarterback might actually keep it.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And the final piece to the puzzle was the Cam Newton touchdown run. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. A first update now from Cincinnati, and the Bengals out to the early advantage. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Now Mostert. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. The numbers for him from a week ago. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
It's a gain of 3. First down.
A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. You might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. They'll try the air now with Locke. And he's got the hook up to Landry. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Throwing is Locke. It's caught. Smith. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. And let's shift our attention to Will Fuller. Second quarter here, he has only 1 catch, but they have the lead. You got to think there's going to be more involved at some point.
That's what you would expect, but sometimes what defenses do to take away a player of his magnitude, it costs them in other areas. And right now, with them
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They can't stop
Jannard Avery. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. This one out quickly to Amendola. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. 3rd and long. It's Newton. Open man is Kroon, the tight end. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 22 yards.
They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down and 4, Newton got his man complete over the middle. That's Walton. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards there and a first down. From the 50, Newton. Short pass complete to the tight end, Kroon. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Back to the ground game now with Geis. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 41. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
3rd and 1.
They'll run it here. This is Mark Walton. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a first down following a gain of 3. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On the draw, they go to Geis. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Easy work, and it's coming again. Check 52's the mark. Check 52's the mark. I'm coming after you.
At the 33-yard line.
Now a run with Geis.
Go, 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 run.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
52's the mark, boys. 52. Stop your whining.
On first down, it's Brown. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
DeMarcus Lawrence on the stop. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Here's Geis. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Get wide.
They run the counter. Brown. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now it'll be 4th and short.
So you're a boxing guy. How do you score that on your boxing card? A very long drive, but 3 points.
And I really want to do my boxing analyst voice right here, but I'm going to keep it normal for us, right? I call it a draw. That type of a drive has to feel good, right? You take it all the way downfield, you control the ball, control the clock. But they only got 3 points out of it. So defensively, it could have been worse, right? So I give it a draw.
Out comes Devontae Adams in the offense for their next drive. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? 2nd quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us. But sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Love. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Now a play fake, and it's Love. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Play action. It's Locke. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. The Lions into the red zone for the first time. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. Here's Locke. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. O.J. Howard, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Luck's pass complete to O.J. Howard. Touchdown, Detroit.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Time for our players spotlight, and it focuses in here on Cam Newton. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, but it's going to be second down. Out of the gun, Geis. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on third down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
Let's go, baby.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Now a play fake here on first down. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Luck now to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Luck. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, Luck. That's complete right around the 8. The Lions now are going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. That first down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7. To the air again, Luck. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. It was the veteran Prince Amukamara that time who had the play covered from the start. Throwing on third down, Luck. This will be caught at about the 6. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. On now is Vinatieri as he'll try the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And that will knot things up here late in the first half. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. From the 30 on second down, Newton got an open man. It's Washington. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Newton now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Walton. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Newton now to throw. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with a pressure. Maybe that was for the best as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been as tight as we expected, all tied through one half of play. For the call of the second half, let's get it back to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2. And they're 49
from just shy of midfield. Luck, and this is caught by Watkins. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 41-yard line.
First down, Lions.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Luck. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
At the Bears'
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked the ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now. Back to throw. Love. A bullet throw, but incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Distance wasn't the problem, but he did need some help from the right upright, and he got it. A little kiss and in.
Yeah, unfortunately caught on the inside of the upright, and that pushed it through. This isn't like a baseball foul pole where you hit any part of it and it counts. It's got to go through the post. If he hits it on the outside, that's no good.
Time for our players' spotlight, and it focuses in here on Cam Newton. And he has not really been able to have a lot of comfort back there in the pocket. Pressure's been coming at him a lot, hasn't it?
And they've got to figure out how to tamp down that pressure. How do they decrease it? Is it getting rid of the football quicker? You know, shorter drops? Maybe they do something different with their pass blocking and their protection schemes. Maybe you meet them on the line of scrimmage instead of retreating to try and protect your quarterback. They've got to figure something out, though, because you cannot let your guy get hit that much, not if you intend to win.
I know they'd like to erase that video and those 4 sacks that they've seen so far. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 11 yards there, first down.
Just like that. Just like
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Brown. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Jefferson on the tackle.
big hit.
4
Check
yards
52
on the
to the
pickup.
Check 52.
To throw on second and 6. Newton looking for his running back, and he's got him.
Newton's pass.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out.
All day, baby. All day. We coming all day.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for Chicago. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Luck, and he fires one incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time, and it's third down. From the gun on third down, Luck, and Adams has it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. Luck now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Mostert. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Mostert. And an alley to run. run. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
And, partner, in a lot of short yardage situations, you'll see the linebackers step up into the gaps, what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, to make sure they take away all spaces, all creases. That one worked really well for them.
They only needed a yard, instead went backwards. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, kid.
They'll start the drive with a give to Walton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good pickup, 17 yards and a bare first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Geis.
Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
23 yards on the pickup there, and a first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They run the counter. Brown. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll try the air now with Newton. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Here's a give to Brown. And he's brought down. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. They'll try and run it in with Brown. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step.
Stand up in.
On the ground, Geis. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. So here we go on a 3rd and goal. This Lions defense, they haven't broken yet.
Offense.
That was a 3rd and somewhat manageable now, not so manageable.
Exactly, because you had a play call on that you felt like, hey, this could go quick, and it doesn't take much to get it done. Now, you got to start thinking about a little bit of a deeper route type of a call, especially if you want to throw it.
This one hauled in by Sample. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
Well, partner, they're still going to have to go for it after that play, and I'm not sure that the running game is going to be a part of what they have to do on 4th down now.
From this far out, you wouldn't think so.
Miami Fairbairn on for the field goal. A 24-yard attempt.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And the lead is back down to 3 here at 16-13. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
This will be taken in at the 1. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field.
Personal foul.
I'm not sure what this is
Face
about.
mask. defense.
Trailing in the fourth, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
Automatic
It's an
first
absolute
down.
killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They'll fake it. Now Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To throw is Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Come on, fellas.
Complete to Jarvis Landry. A gain of 14.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker.
Right there.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Luck on 1st down. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And down inside the 15 he goes. 1st down Lions on a pickup of 13.
First down.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
From the red zone now, Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lorenzo Alexander able to record his 5th sack of the season. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
A 20-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play.
3rd and long, it's Locke. His throw caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, of that marker. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, here's Newton. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that is incomplete. He showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw is Newton. He's got his running back, Darius Geis. Now we're going to get a stoppage, and oh boy, that looks to be Geis, who is down on the turf. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Bears on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now a carry for Brown. He will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
On first down, it's Newton. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Let's go.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on first and 10.
Mike by 2.
Operating from the gun, Newton. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask.
Personal
Certainly
foul.
looked like it.
Face
Indeed,
mask.
here come the flags.
Defense.
So give him the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. They run the counter. It's Brown. And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there, and he's got a Bears touchdown. Malcolm Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. As his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the 4th. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Looking to throw again on second down. Luck, and this is incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. It's caught here by Adams. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here's Tressway now. He's been terrific so far. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. In that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard.
And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That goes for a gain of 31. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. From the 45 on second down, Newton. Washington's got it. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Newton now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Newton, complete to Washington. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Here's Newton. Looking sideline, incomplete. James Washington was the intended target, and it's 3rd and 5.
Watch 82.
Newton throwing again. Got a man, it's Amendola. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. CD, with that last pass, he joined a group of about 50 other men that are over 30,000 career passing yards. So, look, he's not... And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Hakeem Butler, his 2nd touchdown on the season as the Bears push further out in front.
And on this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. He was trying to go back to Moore there, but now it'll be 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Locke. Going back to Moore. This time he's got him complete. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. This is Geis. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Open man is Kroon, the tight end. 14 yards and a Chicago 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Geis. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
That's it. Just use the mic. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Mike, get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Set it.
That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. A couple of 1st downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Geis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
52's the Mike. Watch Mike. Watch Mike.
Right back to him on first down. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Newton's going to throw it. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the 4th quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the 4th quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.
So for the Bears, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.